weekend?
Uh,
What did you do? Tell me one thing that you did that was really fun.
I played chess with my dad.
Nice. Do you know like the rules or different? I know they have tactics. I know people have books on chess. Um, have you read any of those books or have you done any? Have you watched any videos on that or?
Uh, I just do it for fun.
Oh, fun. So who won?
Me.
Oh, nice. So you're good. Does your dad like playing you?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. That sounds fun. Great. Well, that sounds like a fun weekend. I kind of forgot what I did. Let's see. Oh, both my sisters came home. So my house is a little bit of a full house, which is fun. Um, I guess that is my weekend. All right, I am opening up the textbook, and today we're going to talk about uh, fishermen with their diving ability. I'm actually not sure how to say. Is it Bajau? It's a
Uh,
country in Southeast Asia.
isn't it the 16th?
Oh, did I pull up the wrong one? I think I did. Today's the 16th. I see. Samsung chairman. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Awesome. Whenever you're ready, you can start reading.
Recently, South Korea paid its last respects to one of its most esteemed citizens. On October 25th, Lee Kun-hee, the head of the global electronics giant Samsung, passed away at the age of 78. Lee Kun-hee was born in Daegu in 1942 as the third son of Samsung founder Lee Byung-chul. He joined the company in 1966 and helped to grow his father's small trading business into Korea's largest conglomerate. After the death of his father in 1987, Lee took over the chairmanship of Samsung. Immediately he set out to implement important reforms to diversify the company's activities. One of the Lee's priorities during this period was to transform Samsung into a top global brand. At the time, the company was seen as a producer of cheap, low-quality products. Under Lee's management, the company began to invest heavily in research and development across multiple areas of electronics, from semiconductors and memory chips to LCD displays. Samsung made important advancements in many of these components that make up today's digital devices. Then in 2010, the company launched its first smartphone, the Samsung Galaxy. Thanks to the success of Galaxy series and other smart devices, Samsung has become one of the largest producers of smartphones and memory chips in the world. In addition to its vast contributions to global technological process and to the Korean economy, Lee was also an avid sports enthusiast. He was a member of the International Olympic Committee from 1996 to 2017 and played a major role in bringing the 2018 Winter Olympics to Pyeongchang. After suffering a heart attack in 2014, Lee had largely retired from his duties at Samsung. Now, many predict that his son, Samsung Vice Chairman Lee Jae-young, will succeed as the company's chairman.
Awesome. He is like a billionaire, right? Like a huge, like his Samsung is so successful wherever you go. I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents use Samsung phone. I don't use it only because all of my things are just Apple products, but a lot of people, I know a lot of Koreans especially. Do you use an iPhone or is your laptop Samsung or?
My dad likes iPhone a lot, so my mom and dad uses iPhone, but
Oh, really?
yeah, but I use a Samsung phone.
Oh, you do? Wait, I remember when you got rid of your phone because you were doing you were getting ready for a test? Is that still the case? Am I still calling your mom's your mom's phone?
Yeah, mine does not have a Wi-Fi like connection.
Oh, I see. So you don't get distracted.
Yeah.
I see. Is that common for people who are preparing for the big test in Korea for college?
Usually when they like turn my age, they all usually like turn back to their old phones.
Like the 2G phone?
Yeah.
Oh, so for that like reason, I bet Korea has really good 2G phones, or no? Like, is it like at least like good camera or um, I don't know, good camera, maybe like good quality at least? It's not like an old phone where we wouldn't have like anything. I remember my 2G phone, it was actually black and white.
Oh.
I mean, that was a while ago. Maybe not now, but is it still like an okay 2G phone?
Mine is kind of like it just looks like a smartphone, but can connect to the Wi-Fi.
Oh. Oh, so it doesn't even connect to Wi-Fi and you don't have data.
Yeah.
Wow. So how has that been? Is it okay? Do you
Uh,
like it?
no.
Oh, you don't like it? That's funny. Yeah, I know, I bet. But, you know, maybe hopefully it'll bring better results in the end.
Mm.
All right, so let's go over this. I didn't want to stop you earlier. In the second paragraph, at the end of at the end of the second paragraph, it says he joined the company in 1966 and helped to grow his father's small trading business into Korea's largest conglomerate.
Oh.
I know, yeah, so that's the word that you were, but I just wanted you to keep going, is conglomerate. So let's go over, I forget, was there another word that you had a hard time pronouncing? I think that was it. Do you know what a conglomerate is?
No.
So it's like a bunch of different things like into one. So like um conglomerate business is sort of uh like it's a large corporation, like a large company
Oh.
that has multiple things, different parts that came together into a big one. So, for example, like in this case, they were saying it went from like a small trading business into a large conglomerate, means just went from like a small trading, maybe they were trading like parts of the cell phone or whatever. And Lee Kun-hee turned it into a big company that has a lot more.
Mm.
Good, let's read some vocabulary words.
Pay respect to offer someone a proper or formal expression of greeting, welcome, esteem, or well wishes.
Mm-hmm.
Sports enthusiastic.
Enthusiast. Mm-hmm.
Someone who is really passionate and excited about sports.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, International Olympic Committee, the supreme authority of the Olympic movement, which promotes Olympism around the world and lead to the Olympic movement.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's read the first question. So, who was Lee Kun-hee? Why was he considered a highly esteemed South Korean citizen?
Um, Lee Gun-hee is the head of the global electronics giant Samsung, and he was considered a highly esteemed South Korean citizen uh, because he transformed Samsung into a top global brand and helped Korea's economy.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, name one person that doesn't know um, Samsung today. I'd be really surprised if anyone didn't know, right? Like
Yeah.
everyone knows Samsung and everyone knows they might not know who the CEO of Samsung is, but everyone knows Samsung, which is huge. Um, Yeah, exactly. Good, good, good. Um, Second question, briefly narrate how he contributed to the global expansion of his father's trading business. So what did he do to expand his father's trading business?
Um, he began to invest heavily in research and development across multiple areas of electronics, um,
Mhm.
like semiconductors and memory chips to LCD displays.
Mhm.
And Samsung also made important advancements in many of the components that make today's digital devices.
Mhm. Right. I mean, uh, they did a lot of LCD displays. They made very, very important advancements. Um, I know that the things that the iPhone has now, the Samsung had like a long time ago. I used to use Galaxy Note 2, which feels like forever ago. Is the
Mm.
most recent one Note 10?
I
What's the most
think
recent
so.
one? Okay. I had the Note 2 a long time ago, and it has so many things that the iPhone is now finally exploring. Or it's that they knew had the technology, but they didn't want to release it.
Mm.
So there are a lot of advancements that were not encountered um, before. So it is definitely very, very important advancements that even other companies just adapted. Um, what is another thing that you can think of that Samsung came up with first?
Like there's something called Samsung Pay, and
Yes.
so many Koreans usually buy it because it's very easy, like
Mhm.
for like buying things.
Right. It's totally true. I mean, I use Apple Pay, and even then, it's like I that's all I use. That
Mm.
is all I use. However, Samsung Pay, I know they had it way before Apple Pay. And now you can even write, can you write subways in Korea with Samsung Pay or no?
I I think they can.
Exactly. So it's so important in that aspect. Um, awesome. The third question.
Um, briefly briefly narrates how he contributed. Oh, is it the third?
Third question.
Oh, how did the performance of the very first Galaxy series put the company to the global pedestal?
Mm-hmm.
Um, when the company launched its first smartphone, the Samsung Galaxy, um, the success of its series and other smart devices um, helped Samsung become one of the largest producers of smartphones and memory chips.
Mm-hmm. So Galaxy has a separate like memory chip that you can buy, right? Which I really like. The iPhone doesn't have that, and I think they do that on purpose, and it's super annoying because you have to buy from the beginning like a large gigabyte phone. Samsung Galaxy comes out with this little mini chip that you can insert, right?
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
which which I was amazed by. I mean, why can't iPhones do that? They definitely have the technology for it. They just don't do it, which I was always bothered by. So its first smartphone called Samsung Galaxy was a huge deal because it's one of the largest producers of the smartphones and memory chips in the world. Samsung seems to always come up with new ideas. And I know a long time ago, my Galaxy Note 2, which was so long ago, they even had the ability to, like, if I were reading the news, it would track my eyes and see how far down I would read, and it would scroll up by itself.
Oh,
Have you heard of that feature? And this was a long time ago.
oh,
You can read the news and it can eye track and like if you're at the bottom of the page, it would scroll up, and if you're like at the top of the page, it'll stop, which was really cool. Yeah,
like,
do galaxies have that now?
I think they do still, and yeah, I think so.
But people don't really use it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Good. Let's read the next question.
Describe his health condition before his passing. How do you expect this to positively or negatively affect your economy and the company's market competitiveness?
Sorry, you cut off. Did you say competitiveness?
Yeah.
Competitiveness, yes.
He had a heart attack in 2014, and he largely retired from his duties at Samsung. And I don't think there will be a big difference, like in the economy, or because there'll be his son, like his son will become the chairman, and I don't think it will really change something.
So when you so this is one question. What was his son's name? Or is he what's the son's name?
Lee Jae-young.
Oh, so he was the one that was vice chairman, right? So he's taking over, and what do you think of him?
I actually don't know much about him or Lee Jae-young, so.
You think they're around the same? No, not one's better than the other, sort of. Is that how you feel?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just pretty, like, how are their, like, business tactics? You don't know?
Yeah.
Which is totally fine. So because I guess I'm going into the last question, he is younger, right? So does it say how old he is? Let's see. It doesn't say how old he is. So I'm actually gonna look that up because I'm pretty curious. Lee Jae-young. So he's much younger. Wow, he looks like he could be in a Korean drama. Wow, 8.6 billion is what he's worth. So he took over in 2020, right? This year? Is it this year? Yeah. Until, let's see. No. Good. He was born in 1968. He is young to be the CEO of Samsung, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's such a big company. But did he also have some kind of charges against? Yeah. When I Google him, it also shows him pictures of like being carried by the police officers. Was he charged of anything? Do you know? You don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess that happens with big companies. They either, I don't know what it, maybe tax reasons or something that I don't know of. It seems like he went to court recently, not too long ago, because I think he's wearing a mask in some of them. South Korea. Oh, they denies. Oh, I guess he wasn't arrested. I'm actually not sure. Anyways, let's go to the fifth question.
Oh, he has like something. I think he actually went to the he got caught by like getting like bribing.
I see bribing. Yes. That happens. Who did he get it from?
Like I think he did something bad and he like bribed the police officers so he could get away out of it.
I see. Because he has the money to do it, right? So he was bribing someone else. Nice. I mean, not nice, but I didn't know that. But that usually happens with a lot of rich people, if not a lot of very powerful people. There is a scandal, not a scandal going on, but Trump is trying to sue the states that he didn't win.
Oh, yeah, I heard of it.
You heard about that? The presidential election. He's trying to sue everyone sue the states that he didn't win, which is sort of stupid. And it's hard for him to find the lawyers to do so. And there weren't many that signed it. So he's having a hard time with that too. So, and he's using his connections and right. Sorry, what were we gonna say?
Doesn't he like have a lot of money?
Yes, he does. Some people say he lost a lot of money while he was being a president, but also it's sort of, you can't, unless you tell him to open his bank account, it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, I did hear he lost billions of money, but also he's always been a very successful, rich businessman. So him losing a lot of money is also still a lot of money than a lot of people. But then there's also a conspiracy theory that he's been using the government money for his personal things, and he's also been he's only paid taxes on like not that much money, which was, I forget what the number was, but he borrowed a lot of, so you can get away with not paying as much taxes by saying, let's say you go out to dinner, let's say you go out to get a haircut, you can put that into your business expenses and pay less taxes. And that's sort of what he did. And they were not happy. I mean, no one was happy because he makes so much money. He paid not that much in taxes. So, yeah, that was like another huge deal. Good. Does the Korean president do that? Or is there any law that you know of that does that?
Usually most of the presidents in Korea were good, but there were some presidents in the past who actually like used a lot of the citizens' money for their own, and they still have it, and they use it for their own good.
Wow, so they still have it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
And like they like put it somewhere else so that the cops can't find it.
Money laundering. Not cool. Very not cool. I see. Well, did they get caught at all or they got away with it?
He got caught, but they're like still finding for more evidence.
I see. All right. How about we go on to our last question? It says, In your opinion, will it be better for any technological companies to be led by younger and savvier leaders? And what made you say so? So do you know what tech savvy means?
No.
It just means better with technology. They just added the ER to be like more tech savvy, so tech savvier. Actually, we don't usually say that, but I think it's grammatically correct. Will it be better for any technology companies to be led by a younger generation? What do you think?
I think it's a good thing because, like, they can think of more ideas than other, like, older generations.
They have cooler ideas, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, they could have more up-to-date ideas. That's true. I have a friend who works in tech, and he did say, I think what I heard about technology is that I think it's 2 or 3 years until they're completely outdated. So they have to be studying all the time, pretty much. So even like, I remember he's about 26, and he said like he's also getting too old for technology, which is crazy because he's still so young. But that's what I heard for someone who works in tech. Like that's already getting old. I don't know if Koreans use like TikTok. Have you heard of TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's famous too in Korea.
Yeah, a lot of Koreans go on it, right? And it's sort of like there are people that are older that write, oh, like I'm too old for TikTok, but they still do it. Like there's so many side jokes about that. And like again, technology is something that is controlled by a little bit of the age. Like for example, my parents are not as tech savvy as me. Are your parents good with technology?
Even though I don't use a smartphone now, I usually help them with using
Right. It's easier for us to figure it out than our parents, right?
Yeah.
Very, very good. I mean, I like my sister, I remember got annoyed at my parents recently because she was like, well, next time when you get a new phone, we're going to get you an Apple phone because otherwise it's harder for us to help them because we have to actually find it, right? And Samsung has so many features that iPhones don't have. And my sister's like, next time we're just going to get you a phone, the same phone as we have. Yeah. So hopefully the new guy can make Samsung even better so Samsung can have even a better reputation and also better products.
Yeah.
I really hope that so we can have better things. Cool. Any questions?
I'm okay.
Yeah, okay, great. Great job, and thanks for telling me about Lee Jae-young's why his reason for going to court or almost going to court. Great. I'll talk to you on Thursday, Diane. Very good job.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.